Good
Welcome,
afternoon.
everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of TravelProfessionalNews.com, HomeBasedTravelAgent.com, and FindAHostTravelAgency.com, I'd like to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I thank you for taking time out of your busy days to join us. And today's topic is Europe's legendary rivers with AmaWaterways. And I'm so excited to welcome Ama to the virtual stage today. And we have two amazing speakers. We have Jasmine Deuce, who's the Director of National Accounts, and Carmen Rapuzzi is a Business Development Manager. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of these wonderful speakers today. Jasmine is an enthusiastic and tenacious young travel professional born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Her travel career was birthed at AmaWaterways in 2013 as she joined the Ama family as a river cruise reservation specialist. She has grown with the company over the years, and in early 2022, she was appointed to her current role of Director of National Accounts. Now, Carmen is a native of Brazil and has been passionate about exploring the world since she was a child. More than 35 years ago, she began her career at Varig Brazilian Airlines and then spent a few years as a travel advisor. In 1999, she was invited by a top travel agency in her hometown to manage their sales team. And after relocating to the US in 2001, Carmen developed her professional skills as a group coordinator for a successful agency dedicated to affinity and senior groups in South Florida. She's also worked for AAA in Texas and Florida, where she was honored with several awards for her excellent sales performance. And Carmen joined AmaWaterways family in January of 2023, and she proudly assists travel advisors, you all, in growing your river cruise business. So I want you all to, if you could remember that we are muted, but we do welcome your questions at any time, and you can put those in the questions area. We'll get to a few of those at the end of the presentation, and I believe some of the AMA staff will be answering some of the others for you. And when the presentation is over, we'll take as many questions as we can. Before we turn the microphone over to our speakers today, I want to talk a little bit about the prize. Now, I'm sure some of you might have seen that we are going to be awarding, our generous hosts at AMA are going to be offering a cruise on a sailing. I believe they can give the details on the sailing information. But I know that is very motivating for all of us because we all love AMA. So just so you know, the way that's going to work is at the end of the presentation, we will be asking a question. So be listening really carefully throughout this presentation. And then once that question has been answered by some of you, we'll probably take about maybe the 10th person who answers it correctly. It's not an easy question. So you guys got to really all pay attention to this fantastic presentation. And so we'll get to that at the end of the webinar. So before we waste any more time, we want to talk to Ama. So ladies, welcome.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here today. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Jasmine, you're hearing from, Director of National Accounts, and I am joined here by Carmen.
Exactly. Thanks, Jazz. And thank you so much, everybody. It's a great honor and pleasure to, spend part of your day with us, with Ama, and we hope you enjoy our presentation.
Wonderful. So we'll hop right into it, talking all about the legendary rivers of Europe. But before we do, as you know, we always like to start off our presentations by saying thank you, because we are so excited to be here with you today, but that you took the time out of your busy schedule to join us. So we're thankful for that, and we want to say thank you as well on behalf of our owners, Rudy, Christine, and Gary, for your amazing support. Without you, there would be no us. Our travel advisors, our travel partners are an extension of the AmaWaterways family, and we are just so thankful for the many partnerships and friendships and relationships that we've built with you over the years. But let's go ahead and get right on into our presentation today as we talk about these legendary rivers of Europe. As you know, AmaWaterways has a breadth of product and destinations of which we travel, but the heart of what we do is there in Europe. In addition, we also travel in Egypt down the Nile River, in Africa down the Chobe River, in Asia down the Mekong River, and finally coming in 2024 in Colombia down the Magdalena River. But here today, we're talking all about Europe. So let's take a look at this map here. I love this map. It's an updated one. And what you can see is each of the stops that we make along the river, as well as the rivers that we travel down. So let's get an idea here. We're going to start in the bottom left-hand corner with our cruises in Portugal and Spain. As you can see there, that dark blue color that starts there in Porto and ends there in Vega Torón. That is the routing that we take here in this particular region. And then we're going to move on over into France. And with France, you have your Bordeaux region as we're going through Blaye and Pauillac and Saint-Emilion. You have your Saône and Rhône, which is going to take you down into southern France. That is Lyon to Arles, or even some of those stops above in Beaujolais and Tournos. And then we have Paris, of course, one of our popular itineraries with the Paris and Normandy feature that goes down the Seine River. But then we can't also forget about that border, right, between France, Germany, and Switzerland, because the Moselle River actually sails into France, as well as a bit of the Rhine. So there's an opportunity to explore France there. Now, speaking of the Rhine, there's some amazing opportunities there from Amsterdam down to Basel, or even staying in Amsterdam in the Dutch and Belgian waterways. Then we hop into Germany, and that's where you really get into what we say the heart of the river. I think one of the most popular stretches of the river starts there in Nuremberg and takes you right on into Budapest, which we know is probably one of the #1 routes that we provide going in either direction. But then you can actually take that cruise and not just stop in Budapest. You can take that cruise all the way down into Giurgiu, taking you into Bucharest, which is an amazing opportunity to see the lower Danube. So there's a variety of opportunities, and that is what we are going to talk to you about here today, these legendary rivers of Europe, and how AmaWaterways delivers these most amazing experiences in these regions. As we speak of AmaWaterways, you may hear often that we like to call ourselves the heart of the river. And I think that it really communicates our dedication to delivering exceptional river cruise experiences as leaders in the industry. And I think it also highlights really a little bit of the emotional and the authentic aspects of our cruises. And that really, I think, resonates with travelers who are looking for a more intimate and immersive travel experience, of which we are able to deliver. I'm sorry, are you guys able to hear me okay?
I can hear you, Jazz. Not sure about the audience.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm not sure what happened. Let me see if anybody can answer if they're hearing us. Can you hear? If someone in the audience please say you can hear us? Oh, they all say they can hear us, guys.
Okay, wonderful. And you can see the screen okay as well?
I can't, however, see your screen. And I don't know if that is, they cannot see, they said. Let me go ahead and try to hand you back, okay? Everybody hang in there, just a little technical difficulty.
Sorry about that.
We all love this stuff, don't we? Hold on. All right, I'm going to try to hand it back to you, Jasmine.
Okay. I'm ready to receive.
Okay, sorry everybody for that little blip. Hopefully you'll be able to do it in a second. It says it's waiting, Jasmine, so hopefully.
Let me know when we're back. You back? Okay, perfect, perfect. Wonderful. So we're going to hop right back on into AmaWaterways and the fact that we're the heart of the river, right? And it's that passion and love, I think, that really resonates, that's conveyed through this messaging. And it's not just, we're not just a cruise company, I would say, but I think we are a group of, enthusiasts and travel professionals who who are dedicated to creating memorable river cruise vacations to your clients. And I think that's something that truly sets us apart from our competitors is it's the heart. It's the heart of AmaWaterways, which is the people. But we are here to talk a little bit about the ships, the destinations, excursions, and some of these wonderful rivers there in Europe. And so I want to start off by talking a little bit about our spacious staterooms and suites on board. As we know that with AmaWaterways, we like to curate these experiences for your clients, which are an amazing way to immerse themselves into the local destination. But we also want to make sure that they have the same comforts and luxury of what home feels like. And that is what we try to convey on board our river cruise ships. Our ships are a bit smaller and more intimate, compared to ocean liners, of course, accommodating fewer passengers, but it truly allows for a more personalized and friendly atmosphere on board with AmaWaterways. Now, I would say that our ships are designed with comfort and elegance in mind. There's a crossover between the two, and most of them offer what we call our double balcony design. So 80% of our staterooms actually have a double balcony design, which is that middle picture you're seeing there on the left-hand side, allowing you to really enjoy these scenic views from your rooms. Our staterooms range from 160 square feet for those entry-level cabins, all the way to 710 square feet when you're talking about the owner's suite on the AmaMagna. So there is a really great way for you to enjoy the river cruise experience in comfort and luxury by having less passengers on board and more of these desirable cabins. Not only that, but it provides, a little bit of privacy as well as the relaxation and the convenience. And I think that travelers really value this space. And it really allows them to fully enjoy their journey, which is one that is very important, of course, to AmaWaterways. As we continue to develop our offerings, we also improve the way that we build our ships. And because of our partnership with Adventures by Disney, we actually started to incorporate triple occupancy cabins, quadruple occupancy cabins, and even connecting staterooms, as you can see there pictured in the bottom left-hand corner. So that is our consistent commitment to you to remain innovative and developing the product in a way that can appeal to a wide demographic, allowing you to have a larger audience to sell into, to really grow your AmaWaterways river cruise sales. Now let's take you off the ship, because I believe this is probably one of our biggest advantages over our competitors. One of the best AmaWaterways differences is through our shore excursions and the fact that we provide a variety of these included excursions. On average, there are 23 choices of excursions that are included in one 7-night cruise. Now, of course, there isn't enough time for your clients to do them all, but it's the concept of having the choice between a walking tour or a culinary focused tour, a bike or a hike, or a UNESCO World Heritage Site, or something a little bit off the beaten path, allowing us to really cater to a wide range of demographics. We also have an opportunity to deliver these at different paces and even different times of the day with our late risers tours, gentle walkers, regular walkers, active walkers. This allows us to keep these shore excursion groups small as well, on average about 15 passengers per tour guide, allowing your clients to have an up close and personal experience with those local tour guides, sharing those stories that have been passed down from generation to generation, giving you a new dimension to your river cruise experience through your ashore experiences. Not only that, but we focus on creating unique excursions as well, those that you can't find anywhere else and that are exclusive to AMA, whether it's a year-long Oktoberfest or even a year-long Carnival that's coming to us in Colombia. We are always looking for ways to deliver an experience that you will not be able to book with anyone else. So keep an eye out for those exclusive experiences, while also having an opportunity to really take part in our immersive shore excursions like the biking, the hiking, wine tasting, cultural experiences, and so much more. I want to pass it on over to Carmen so that we can dive right on into the beauty of the Danube River.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Jazz. And I love the Danube. The Danube is our bread and butter. Cruise through up to 8 countries in 14 nights, grand capitals and charming villages. I mean, I get this question all the time from advisors. They ask me, Carmen, I would like to put a group together, and which destination to choose? And I respond back, well, choose the Danube, because if, especially those that have never been to Europe before or have never experienced a river cruise before, this would be a great starting point, because the Danube is a wonderful destination offering great cities along the river for your clients to be delighted with the scenery. Our co-founder, Rudy Schreiner, grew up along the Danube River in Vienna, Austria. And with this special European heritage as part of our story, this means that we are able to offer the most authentic excursions and experiences in this region. And I'm going to tell you, I had the pleasure to experience myself the melodies of the Danube. And whoever here in this attendance that is a big fan of the Sound of Music movie, please experience this, this itinerary. You will be in love with that, with full excursion in Salzburg, visiting the cathedral. I mean, it's just amazing. So then, along with these lines, Rudy Schreiner created the wonderful AmaMagna, which we're going to see in our next slide. And, this beautiful double size, double width, double everything ship. She is unique in the river. Nobody else has the AmaMagna. And why is that? Because this is Rudy Schreiner, our president, dream come true. He is also, for those who are not familiar with our history, Rudy Schreiner is a naval architect and engineer. So he, and with an extensive experience in river cruising, he is actually called the godfather of river cruising due to his skills in this area. And the AmaMagna is a proof of that. She is double the width, double the size of any other ship. She is only navigating the Danube due to the size of the river and the size of locks. So she can accommodate 194 guests. And this is a very good selling point right there, because if you think about the competitors, they accommodate around that same number, 190 guests, in a regular size ship. As and us, we accommodate no more than 160 guests in regular size ships. So this is really important. Our AmaMagna accommodates in spacious stateroom, 194 guests, has 4 restaurants, a luxurious wellness area, spinning bikes that offers stunning views while exercising, and a brand new full-size pickleball court on the ship's sun deck. So it has been very, very popular among active guests. In talking about our restaurants on board AmaMagna, so savor AmaWaterways trademark, exquisite, locally sourced, and masterfully prepared cuisine. Your clients may choose from the alfresco restaurant with its refreshing outdoor space and vegetable-forward menu, as well as Jimmy's, a family-style restaurant, in addition to the chef's table, which we call the specialty restaurant, with 6-course menu with pairing wine and beer, And lastly, but not least, the main dining room. So it's all included in the price of your client's cruise. Now we're going to move on to another beautiful river, which is the Rhine. The Rhine, Main, and Moselle rivers offer a magical tour of Germany's history and cultural elegance. The best way to take in the captivating beauty of the vintage German towns, historic castles, and elegant vineyards is through an amazing river cruise. Very important to point out in this river, and most of our itineraries, and we offer a wide variety of itineraries in the Rhine River. Your clients will have the opportunity to see over 40 castles along the Rhine. And another question that I get very often from our travel advisors is that, is there a river cruise in Italy? Well, no, we don't offer any river cruise in Italy because we don't see any rivers in Italy that offer that. However, we offer a great opportunity for your clients, which is the Rhine and Swiss Alps. So we offer either a pre or post excursion starting in Lake Como, Italy, and then take the Rhine River cruise. So that is also a great selling point for those who get this kind of questions. And moving on, now we're going to talk about how our travel advisors can become more familiar with our product. AMA Academy is a customized program created to educate travel advisors on the world of river cruising, so you can grow your business with AmaWaterways. You can complete the AMA Academy to become an AmaWaterways certified advisor. Plus, you will receive rewards, $50 gift card that include a reduced FAM rate upon completion of each course. And we just launched a new course, number 4, a very informative one about the Rhine, Main, and Moselle rivers. And now I will pass along to Jazz so she can talk about the rivers of France. Jazz, are you there?
Yes, I am. I was on mute. Thank you so much, Carmen. I actually just came back from a France cruise down the Rhone River on September the 3rd. So I say that I'm still wearing my Ama Glow, is what I like to call it, you know, once you get off of that AmaWaterways river cruise ships. But I love our river cruises in France. I feel like it definitely offers a combination of our cultural experience, of course, because we have that cultural immersion, but also, of course, the culinary delights, especially when you're thinking of Lyon, right, which is one of the most gastronomical capitals of the world. And then the beautiful scenic beauty that you experience there in France along those rivers. So you get to explore those historical sites, but then you have that amazing French cuisine that you get all of these robust flavors to try along the way, some of the world's finest wines as well. And then, of course, some of the most beautiful and picturesque rivers and canals that you'll experience here in France. So I just wanted to talk a little bit. There are multiple opportunities to experience France on a river cruise with AmaWaterways. The number one and most popular is the Seine River Cruise. The Seine River Cruise is obviously popular because of Paris, and everyone loves the City of Light, right? Giving you an opportunity to not only see the City of Light, but the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, the Notre Dame Cathedral, Montmartre, and so much more. But then you have the Normandy beaches, of course, that we explore here. It is chateau country along this beautiful countryside there in Normandy. So there's just so much to experience on that Seine River cruise. But second is the Rhone. And that was what I just came back from, which I absolutely love. That will take you from Lyon to Arles, or in the reverse direction. There's a couple different itineraries that we actually offer here, including some opportunities to explore a bit of the Burgundy region. But with Lyon, you are getting the opportunity to discover the culinary capital of France. And there's these vibrant food markets and these secret passageways that you can go through. And of course, the historic old town. Also here on the Rhone River, the wine tasting is immaculate. I mean, the Rhone Valley is known for its vineyards, and they are absolutely stunning. So being able to enjoy wine tasting here within this region and learn all about French winemaking is truly a highlight of the Rhone. And then, of course, we can't leave out Provence, right? I mean, you have the picturesque towns of, Arles and Avignon and Terrasson. But then you also have those beautiful lavender fields that we all know and love that are connected to this region. It is seasonal, but hopefully there's an opportunity for your clients to see those lavender fields there in full bloom. Now, I'm going to go over east a bit, southeast to Bordeaux, our Bordeaux River cruises. And of course, the highlight there is the Bordeaux wine region. It's one of the world's most famous wine regions, where you visit some of the most renowned wineries and vineyards. So getting to try that Cabernet Sauvignon or that Merlot while you're there in Bordeaux is absolutely amazing experience, especially when you pair it with the beautiful sights that you see along these estuaries. We also visit Médoc, which is a region that is known for its impressive chateaus and vineyards. So there is no shortage of chateaus and vineyards, of course, in France, which is, I think, a huge highlight as to why people travel to this area. But then you have Saint-Emilion for Bordeaux as well, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's included as a tour and experience when you're on our Bordeaux River cruise. Now, I mentioned the Rhone earlier, but there's also the Saône River that connects with the Rhone River. So the Saône is north of the Rhone River. And there are a couple of opportunities for us to actually explore on the Saône and Rhone River cruise. It actually combines both of those rivers together. And you really get to see some of those smaller, charming towns. I think the architecture, the historic architecture here in this region is absolutely amazing, but also, of course, that Burgundy countryside that you're going to get by actually taking the Saône portion of the cruise. And then last but certainly not least, it's not one that you might think of, but it's the Rhine and the Moselle River cruise. And that's because our Rhine and Moselle, that combination river cruise, actually has an opportunity for you to check out Strasbourg. Strasbourg is such a charming city, mostly known for like the picturesque canals, the beautiful, stunning cathedrals that are there. And then there's also the Alsace region. So, of course, known for their wines, their white wines specifically, and there's beautiful half-timbered houses that you see along the way. So the Rhine and Moselle actually gives you a bit of France as well. So there are a number of ways to explore this beautiful region with AmaWaterways. And then next up, I'm going to take you over to the Dutch and Belgian waterways. Now, the Dutch and Belgian waterways is when you stay up in the Netherlands region as you are traveling down these specific waterways. So you have highlights, of course, of Amsterdam. It's typically where you begin your journey here in the Dutch capital. But being able to see historic sites like the Anne Frank House or the colorful tulip gardens in Keukenhof, it is absolutely a fantastic experience. And then the windmills and tulips as well. The windmills and tulips, I think, are a highlight when you're within this region, especially because they have such impact on the foundation. But you have an opportunity to actually visit the windmill village of Kinderdijk. And Kinderdijk is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was one of my favorite stops, especially when you get on that small boat. I had a chance to actually steer the boat for a little bit. I made sure that the passengers were safe, but it was a fun experience. It's one that your clients may be able to experience as well. And of course, you can't forget about the Belgian chocolate and beer, which is a huge highlight when you think of the culinary aspects of the Dutch and Belgian waterways, because we know that Belgium is a world famous for its chocolates, right? And really a wide range of flavorful beers as well. So you really get a blend of that cultural immersion, that natural beauty, but then those culinary experiences as well when you're traveling through the Netherlands and Belgium. Now, another thing to consider is that the Dutch and Belgian waterway cruises are ones that typically run basically from May through the end of the year. If you're taking this cruise within this region prior to then it would be referred to as a tulip time cruise. And that is typically from March to early May, and that's when the tulips in the region are in full bloom. So that is when you'll want to make sure to sell that itinerary to your clients. Many of the same stops are there: Rotterdam, Antwerp, Bruges, the Keukenhof Gardens, the tulip fields, you'll get it all. So that is all found there on the Dutch and Belgian waterways. Next up, I want to take you over to the Dural River, because the Dural River is truly a unique experience. I would actually say the Dural River is probably tied right now with the Nile River on one of the top experiences being booked by AmaWaterways currently. They are neck and neck. One week the Dural's at the top of the list, and next week the Nile's at the top of the list. But there's so many wonderful reasons why the Dural River cruise is. And it is really a unique blend of the cultural exploration, as well as the wine tasting, and of course the scenic beauty that you're seeing. I mean, look at this amazing picture, the sunset, the colors there of the Dural River. So typically you begin your voyage in the historic city of Porto. So we'll start in Porto. It's a charming old town. I mean, they've got these colorful buildings and this very rich wine culture. So we'll explore a famous wine cellar there and just really enjoy the beautiful views along the riverfront. The Dural Valley is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, actually. And so you'll taste some of the world-class port wines. There's some culinary delights, of course, that are included. And then one of the highlights is Salamanca. So we actually have an excursion that takes you over to Salamanca, Spain, and you'll learn all about the stunning architecture that you'll witness there, the ancient university that is there. We'll even take you to the Grand Plaza Mayor, which is an amazing experience. I would say it's always a highlight for any of the guests who travel with us. So it's truly nothing like this particular experience. We have two opportunities, either the enticing Douro or the flavors of Portugal and Spain. Because this destination is so popular, we continue to build ships. We started with just one ship, the AmaVida. We built a second ship that was actually just released not too long ago, the AmaDouro, the golden ship. And now, again, because of the demand here, we will be building a new one to travel, to set sail in 2025, called the AmaCentra. So just let you know just how popular this amazing destination is. Not only are we increasing your opportunities to sell into this for your clients, but we also extended the season. So now there's even additional departures where now you can actually sail in the Dural region in December, all the way through to New Year's. New Year's will be the last cruise that we have. Now, it's not going to offer that same, of course, familiar warm weather and those vibrant vineyards that, we know and love during the summer months. But in December, it gives you a different, but I would say pretty comparable, like enchanting experience, because it's centered a little bit more around those holiday festivities. And you still get, of course, those cultural discoveries. But the beauty of this region within a winter setting has a completely different contrast than that within the fall or in the summer. So another opportunity for you to book into the Dural region, considering that during the standard season, it's usually sold out. So now we've expanded your opportunities to deliver this experience to your clients. Now, we talked a little bit about the Douro and port wine, so we're going to stay here in the wine area as we talk about our celebration of wine cruises. Now, these wine cruises bring on either a winery owner or a wine maker here from Northern America. They bring along some of their wine club with them, as well as some of their wines. And we compare their wines, old age wines to new age wines. And we do tasting with their wines and we do tasting with the local wines. And you learn about the different varietals and how the weather impacts and the harvest season. And there's just so much more. So wine tastings and pairings with your dinners, vineyard visits, visiting cellars, having these culinary delights that are paired with one another. It is truly an amazing experience. Wine and river are a pair like no other. So we encourage you to check these out. We started off with only a handful of these cruises about 10 years ago when we first started. And now every year on average, we'll have about 75 dates that are dedicated to wine. And the best part about it is that each one of the wineries featured on those dates are all found and vetted by you, travel advisors. So we have a wonderful program, and I encourage you to reach out to your local BDM to talk about how you might be able to make an impact and find our next AmaWaterways wine cruise host. Now, sticking with themed cruises, I wanted to talk just a bit about our Christmas market cruises, which happen to be one of my absolute favorite experiences in Europe. It is truly a winter wonderland. I say Europe knows how to do Christmas the right way. We offer these Christmas cruises on the Danube and on the Rhine, and they usually start late November and they'll run right through New Year's. And one of the things you'll know about AmaWaterways is known to have the best decorated ships out there on the river. You can see us coming from a mile away with the lights that we put up and the decor and the reefs. And it truly just brings that winter spirit to life, even as you step away from the cities and on board our beautiful river cruise ships. It is truly a magical way to experience the holiday traditions of Europe. The festive atmosphere, going to those local Christmas markets at the end of your tours and being able to see those beautifully decorated Christmas trees and handmade crafts and seasonal treats. And one of my favorites, the glühwein that's served with those collector mugs that you can collect with every Christmas market that you visit. So one of the tips I always say to pass along to your clients, bring an empty suitcase, because you will get carried away with wanting to purchase all of these one-of-a-kind crafts that are found in these Christmas markets along your river cruise journey. Now, speaking of Christmas markets, because they are so popular, it's because it's one of the highlights of the AmaWaterways offerings, it's typically a little bit of a challenge trying to find space on Christmas markets close in. And it's because we put out these really great offers for Christmas markets well in advance to help build a strong foundation. And so for 2025, as of October 1st, we just released our holiday triple savings offer, helping us to base load our holiday cruises for 2025. It's a loaded offer, and you can imagine this is the reason why there usually isn't many cabins left later on, because who wouldn't want to take advantage of this? Your clients receive $2,000 savings per stateroom, as well as a complimentary upgrade, plus a $100 onboard credit per stateroom. And then our gift to you as an advisor booking on these departures will get an extra 5% bonus commission. So you just need to book this by the end of the year to travel in 2025. So I encourage you, take a look at it. Holiday cruises are perfect for multi-generational families that are traveling, those who want to experience the holiday season, or maybe even those families who just want to kick back and relax for holidays instead of hosting as they always do every year. It's a great opportunity and truly one of my favorite experiences with AmaWaterways. And while we're speaking of promotions, I think it would be great to dig into some of the other great offers that we have out there for solo travelers, for travel for next year and beyond. And with that, I'll pass it back over to you, Carmen, to go over those.
All right, yeah, and just as a reminder, we still have some availability for the 2023 Christmas market with great savings, up to $2,000 per cabin savings on some of the departures. So make sure that you reach out to our reservations department for more details on that. Now, talking about the solo traveler special, because we care for you and we listen to you, our valuable travel partners. We are getting the single supplement reduced to help you offer this to your clients. we have on select 2023 and 24 Europe and Mekong River sailings, we are offering an exclusive 20% single supplement. Or on select French balcony ships, we are waiving the single supplement. So this is a great opportunity for new reservations booked and deposited by December 31st, 2023 for you to offer to your clients. So think about that client that is still does not have the, set up their vacation time yet. Reach out to them for this wonderful opportunity. Now, talking about our wonderful extended 20% savings. It has been extended because we love you. We love your clients. On select 2023 and 24 Europe and Mekong reservations made by December 31st, 2023, it's applicable to all categories based on double occupancy. Of course, the single supplement of 20% is available for solo travelers only, not combinable with some other cabin categories. But yes, we extended so, and this is combinable with our Air Plus dates, which is the AmaWaterways Air Plus program. So your clients can enjoy the flat air rates on select Europe 2023 and 2024 departures, is starting economy air at $8.99 per person. So, and it's very possible for you that have access to the travel agent portal to create and manage your FIT or group bookings and create these bookings and find the best deal for your client. Very important. These reservations must be made by December 31st, 2023 as well. And last but not least, we have our group incentive, our travel advisor upfront stateroom. This is for limited time offer only. You can earn an upfront stateroom with new group bookings on 2024 and 2025 select European and Mekong River cruises. So please, please, please don't wait. Contact our groups department because they can help you put this group together as long as the contracts are signed and you put a minimum deposit, which is totally refunded back to you as soon as you pay for your first client by December 31st, 2023, you can make this happen. So the upfront stateroom has some terms and conditions, as you can see in the screen, but yes, don't wait. Contact our groups department right away and get your group settled right now. And with no further ado, we would like to thank you so much for your time. And now, if you still have some questions, if our moderators haven't gotten to your question by the time we wrap up, be sure to stick around for a few minutes. They may still be working on your answer. And if the webinar closes before your question is addressed, someone will definitely reach out to you via email in the next week or so. So yeah, we are opening for questions and answers.
Thank you, ladies. That was wonderful. I just love Ama. I want to go again so bad. These always make me want to go. Anyway, so I've got some questions that we would like to see if we could get some answers from you, ladies. And then we will go ahead after that and award our prize. Okay. So let's see what the first one I have is. How many, and this is not for the prize, folks, just so you know, you don't have to rush to an answer. Just answer. This is for the host to answer. How many cabins or people is considered a group, and what is the minimum deposit?
I can go ahead and take this one to get us started. So with AmaWaterways, a group is just 5 cabins. So with 5 cabins, you have an opportunity to earn 1 TC for every 9 passengers. So for every 9 berths, then you have an opportunity to earn a tour conductor credit. And so that is the minimum. 5 cabins earns you a 1-for-9 TC. And then as far as the group discount, our group discount is a fully refundable deposit of $25 per person. So with that being fully refundable, we do ask for you to put that down to give us your commitment for the date. It allows us to manage the number of groups we allow on a particular departure. And once you make that first booking, then we can go ahead and refund that $25 per person deposit that you paid for those cabins. So it's a wonderful group program, and you also have a group coordinator that's there to assist you the entire step of the way. So we say groups with AMA are very easy.
So true, so true. So how far in advance would you recommend for group bookings?
You know, it depends. It depends on if it's a speculative group. It depends on if you have a group of family that are looking to travel. But I would say in general, groups book about a year in advance. So we're really building our foundation for groups for 2024. However, I even have seen some last minute group travel come across for a family looking to book the Christmas markets and get out this year. And of course, we are seeing groups being established for 2025 as well. But I would say a good rule of thumb is typically about a year out, gives you enough time to tackle advertisement, putting a strategy together, going after the business, and getting everyone locked in prior to the departure.
That makes lots of sense. Great advice. So does the bonus commission on holiday sailings in 2025 include groups?
Yes, it is an FIT and a group promotion for the holiday triple savings.
Okay, great. Are there age requirements for guests on board AMA?
I could keep answering, but Carmen, I didn't want to just step over you if you wanted to jump in at any point.
No problem at all. No problem at all. And before I jump to this question, I just would like to give a good reminder about our charter program. So if one of you travel advisors have like a specific group, committed group with any particular affinity or family reunion, we ask for at least 15 cabins to determine a par charter. And our charter program is leader in the market. So please reach out to your BDM for more details on that. Now, going back to the age, minimum age on board, we accept children as young as 7 years old.
Perfect. Okay. What is AmaWaterways doing to be more sustainable in river cruising?
Would you like to go ahead, Jazz?
Go ahead, Carmen. I didn't want to steal all, I've been shooting off answers. I just didn't want to step over you, so feel free.
No problem. Yeah, we actually got some awards regarding sustainability. And the beautiful AmaMagna is now getting like solar panels to avoid, the fuel consumption and help with that to get heat and cool in most of our staterooms. So yes, we are very committed with sustainability.
That is wonderful. That's really great to hear. All right. And I have one more, and then we're going to go to our final prize question. This question is, does solo traveler special apply to groups as well?
Yes, it does. And terms and conditions apply. So the best thing to do is to reach out to groups for more details, depending on the case.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead for our final question to the attendees this time. Now, remember, folks, you just want to put your answer as fast as you can keyboard it into the question area that you see on the right-hand panel of your screen. And then we will be having we will give AmaWaterways the email information and name of the winner, and they will be reaching out to you for more information on the prize. First of all, I need to thank them for this amazing prize. And I know all of you feel the same way. I think I'm going to ask the ladies to choose which one of you from Ama would like to ask the question. Once that question is asked, folks, better start keyboarding. And I'm going to pick number 10, the 10th person. So you got to keyboard fast. All right, go for it. Which lady would like to take this one?
Okay, I guess I will take this one because I'm just gonna pop this slide back up there.
Okay, cool.
As we talk about France, we'll spend a little time here talking a little bit about France. Can you list the river cruise opportunities that you have that allows you to experience France?
You have to list all, folks, you have to list all 5 of them, if there are 5, in your answer. That makes it a little different. We've got a lot of answers, but not necessarily all 5 yet. All right, we're getting there.
You got a good tip there. So there are 5. There are 5 total.
Okay. All right, I think we may have it.
2 of them are combination.
Oh, we don't have that yet. Okay. Hold on. You guys are really good. Lordy B. It takes some reading on my end. Hold on. Remember, folks, some of them have 2. I'm still waiting for that. Oh, we're still, you guys are so good, but it's not there yet. Oh, this is fun.
So I'll give a couple more tips while we wait. The first one has a huge focus on Paris and the Normandy beaches. The second one has a focus on the culinary capital of France. The third is a combination of a few different estuaries with a focus on wine and chateaus. The combination river cruise, the first combination river cruise, speaks a little bit about going to the Burgundy countryside. And the second combination river cruise focuses on Strasbourg and the Alsace wine region.
Okay, here we have so many. Okay. There's a river here I've never even heard of. Okay, hold on. Just a second. Okay. I think we may have our winner. All right. I believe our winner is going to be, and first of all, why don't you ladies tell us the answer? And I've got the winner grabbed here. So what was the answer to that question?
So the first one we talked about was the Seine River cruise. The second we talked about was the Rhone River cruise. The third was the Bordeaux River cruise. The fourth was the Saône and Rhone rivers. That was a combination. And the last was one we say you don't normally think of it, but there's some extensions into France, and that's on the Rhine and Moselle River.
All right, we have our winner. And folks, I know a lot of you did get this right after the fact, but we'd already gotten to that correct number. So we need to kind of take it as it comes. So the correct answer to this is with Cindy Frazier. Cindy Frazier, congratulations, lady. You have won a cruise. That is so fun.
Congratulations, Cindy.
So cool. I love it when this happens. You were a great audience, folks. I appreciate your being with us during some of our technical difficulties, but you know, what's life without a little bit of technical difficulty here and again? First of all, ladies, you did a wonderful job on this presentation. You just, as I said, you just make me want to get on there and cruise away. It was wonderful. I feel like I'm there right now. And Cindy, congratulations to you and to all the agents that are with us today. I so appreciate you all being here. What a great turnout we had. And ladies, would you like to say any last couple words before we close out for the day?
Just thank you for being, for hosting us, for having an opportunity for us to connect with our most wonderful travel advisor family out there. It's a pleasure for Carmen and I to be here. So thank you for having us. And we hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, and we will see you out there on the rivers.
Sounds perfect. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.